Could Jean-Claude Van Damme, a skilled karate fighter, hold his own against the devastating techniques of Bruce Lee's Wing Chun? It's a matchup that would leave the world in awe, a clash of two martial arts legends. Today we'll dive deep into this hypothetical battle, analyzing their strengths, styles, and what might happen if these icons ever faced off in an unforgettable showdown.
Final round.
Who hasn't heard of Bruce Lee? More than just a martial artist, he was an actor, filmmaker, and even a Hong Kong American philosopher. He wasn't just a fighter, he was a visionary. As the founder of Jeet Kune, he developed a groundbreaking martial arts philosophy shaped by his real-world combat experience and deep influences from Zen Buddhism and Taoism. Jeet Kune wasn't just another fighting style, it was a revolution in the way martial artists approach combat and movement. Bruce Lee's rise to stardom in action films was no accident. It was the result of relentless training, much of which he owed to his legendary mentor, Ip Man. For those unfamiliar, Ip Man was a Grand Master of Chinese martial arts and a revered teacher of Wing Chun. Under his guidance, Bruce Lee honed his skills in this traditional discipline, mastering techniques that would later shape his own revolutionary approach to martial arts. Wing Chun is more than just a martial art, it's a philosophy centered on intercepting and controlling an opponent's center line. This is achieved through simultaneous attack and defense, heightened sensitivity to touch, and using the opponent's own force against them. These core principles gave Bruce Lee exceptional combat skills, allowing him to react with precision, counter efficiently, and dominate his opponents with speed and control. Even so, if Bruce Lee were to face off against Van Damme, it wouldn't be an easy fight. Van Damme isn't just an action star, he's a highly trained martial artist with deep roots in karate. Starting at a young age, he dedicated himself to the art, earning his black belt by the time he was just 10 years old. This strong foundation, combined with years of discipline and training, makes him a truly formidable opponent in any martial arts showdown. Through relentless dedication, Van Damme secured victory at the European Karate Championship on December 26, 1979, during the La Coupe François Persoon Karate Tournament in Brussels. Yet, despite this achievement, he felt his journey was far from complete. Seeking greater challenges, he transitioned into acting, a decision that would ultimately propel him to fame as one of the most iconic action film stars of all time. One aspect of Van Damme's greatness that cannot be overlooked is his martial arts expertise. This goes beyond just physical skill. Karate is not merely about mastering combat techniques, but also about cultivating strong character, discipline, and integrity. Its core principles, including self-improvement, respect, self-control, and perseverance, extend far beyond the dojo and into everyday life. At its core, karate teaches that true victory isn't just about defeating an opponent, it's about mastering oneself. So, with their distinct skills and the unique strengths of their martial arts, who would come out on top, Bruce Lee or Van Damme? In a hypothetical matchup, Bruce Lee might hold the edge due to his unmatched speed, tactical intelligence, and adaptability. His Jeet Kune philosophy, which prioritizes efficiency and flexibility, would likely help him counter Van Damme's raw power and precision. That said, Van Damme remains a formidable challenger, backed by his exceptional physical strength and extensive competitive experience. Although Bruce Lee and Van Damme never had the chance to face off in real life, you can still see how karate experts go head-to-head against Wing Chun masters in real combat scenarios. Want to witness these martial arts styles in action? Check out these videos and see how they clash in real fights. Let's kick things off with this fight, where a karate fighter takes on a Wing Chun master. Now, let's see how it all plays out. Right from the start, the karate fighter unleashed a flurry of rapid attacks. But the Wing Chun expert was quick to react, skillfully countering each move with precision. Then, in an unexpected turn, the Wing Chun master landed a perfectly timed strike that momentarily stunned his opponent. After a long, intense battle, the judges reached their final decision, declaring the Wing Chun master the winner. The next fight was just as electrifying. Once again, the Wing Chun master stepped into the ring against a karate fighter. But this time, who would come out on top? Both fighters were fully locked in, determined to claim victory. The Wing Chun expert, in particular, kept his eyes fixed on his opponent, ensuring the karate fighter had no easy openings to exploit. Then, in an unexpected twist, the karate fighter turned up the heat, intensifying the fight and sparking a fierce exchange of blows between the two. But the most shocking moment came when the karate fighter momentarily lost focus. Just enough for the Wing Chun master to seize the opportunity and land a clean, decisive punch straight to his opponent's face. Same arena, different fighters. But will the outcome be any different? Let's watch and find out together. Right from the start, the Wing Chun master takes an aggressive approach, launching swift attacks that force the karate fighter into a defensive stance. His relentless pressure keeps his opponent on high alert, leaving little room for mistakes. But then, the unexpected happens. The karate fighter briefly lets his guard down, giving the Wing Chun master the perfect opening to land a clean, precise strike. Even so, the karate fighter refuses to back down. Regaining his composure, he fights back with a relentless series of counterattacks, turning up the pressure on his opponent. This fight is just as electrifying. A karate fighter steps into the ring against a Wing Chun master dressed in red. Let's see how this intense battle unfolds. From the start, both fighters trade powerful strikes, neither willing to give an inch. Despite their relentless attacks, neither one manages to bring the other down. Determined not to fall behind, the karate fighter turns up the heat, unleashing a series of aggressive attacks to overwhelm his opponent. Then, at the fight's peak, he lands a clean punch straight to the Wing Chun master's head. But in a shocking turn, the master barely flinches, standing firm as if unfazed by the impact. And now, for the grand finale, the Wing Chun master, dressed in all black, steps into the ring against the karate fighter in white. No more waiting. Let's jump straight into the action. The moment the referee signaled the start, both fighters took a cautious approach, carefully calculating their moves to block or counter any incoming strikes. But it didn't take long before the tension exploded into an intense exchange of punches at the center of the ring, making the fight even more exhilarating. When the dust finally settled, the judges reviewed the scores and announced the winner. This time, victory belonged to the karate fighter.